Alright, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Amwan coming to you with another lesson. All in the spirit and power in Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kodash. And we give double honors to our apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who are our rulers and teachers of Israel. And peace and blessings to the elect, man. So I'm going to jump right in. Well, this is a video I was meant to do yesterday, but man's going of the Lord. But as I was going through YouTube this evening, as I was planning to do it tonight anyway, I saw that the apostle, our beloved apostle Kabar, had done a video on it. So he beat me to it, but that's all good. When we're not in a competition, and I'm gonna do my own little take on it, and all when it's edifying, man. But yeah, it's beautiful because the truth is coming out, man. The truth is coming out, and there's nothing. Scripture say you can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth, man. Paraphrasing it, So there's nothing that can stop this. Nothing. Right. And so I want you to listen to what this guy says. I might have to drag it back a little bit. Let's see.
Just dropped. I'm pretty new to religion. All right, so I just saw what Vladimir Putin just dropped. I'm pretty new to religion, so I've been looking at things. I always thought he was black. I really did. So I told my buddy who has been in religion his entire life, super Christian, and he was like, oh yeah, he was always kind of more black than white. And I was like, maybe he just doesn't get it. Like, if Jesus is black and David and all the other people are black, and black people have been enslaved by the white people for the last 200 years, and we've been lying to them about Jesus is black, not white. We completely lied about it and then enslaved them. Black people are going to be pretty pissed. Rightfully so. I would be fucking mad too. So, what happens next? Obviously, they're going to do some, verification process on these paintings, but, who lied? Who whitened or lightened up the pictures of Jesus and spread them all over the world to spread white propaganda? Who did that? I don't know, because I'm new to religion. My guess is the Vatican. Is the Vatican do it? Like, you tell me, who spread this white propaganda? If it's not real, are black people going to be upset? I think so. Rightfully so. They should have their place back. And whoever enslaved the black people should be held accountable. Liar, liar, pants on fire. This year has been so crazy so far. It's just getting started. April 8th is coming up. That's the next thing. What's going to happen then? What is going to happen then? Oh, shoot. Something good. It's when we get our powers, from what I've heard. We might get our powers. We'll be able to manifest things whenever we want. We won't need money anymore. So we'll see. All right. So I just saw what
Right. So you heard you heard all that. First and foremost, before I get into all the scriptures, because we can pull up so many scriptures about this. It's unreal. But he asked the question. Who did this? It's a rhetorical question. He knows who done it. And he looks like it either might. He might be. He might not be. Who knows, man? But we'll find out all in good time, man. But bottom line is that people that look like him did it, man. The people that look like him, the people that look like him, they're the ones that did it. They're the ones that, along with the other heathens, because let's not forget, man, that our prime enemy is the Edomites, man, so-called white people, man. Esau. But the other heathens are also going to have to pay, man. Excuse me. But yeah, man, the Edomites did it, man. They took us from our, from where we were, in the West Coast and all of that, mainly the West Coast, and You know, let's not forget what they did to the Gadites. You know, um, Issachar, the Ephraimites, all of us, man. Look what they did to to the whole nation, man. You know, the Levites. So yeah, they're gonna have to pay, man. And now they get it. And the point of this is because now these Edomites are running wild, man, running around. This is not a secret. These things have been well documented and well known by our enemies, man, for a very long time, man. And this man's talking about verification. Who's gonna verify it? Who? Esau? You can't trust him to verify it. If he verifies it, it's going to be true to the world. If we try and verify it, then, we're trying to claim something we're not because we don't have, because we lost our heritage and and our identity. So we're just trying to claim everything because that's the new line now. That's the new narrative now. These so-called black people, man, because they lost their culture and their heritage now, they're trying to claim everything. Well, we are everything, man. Scripture tells you that Jacob is the form of all things, man. So what's happening now is the turning around of things, man. The truth is being told. People are learning that these Edomites are devil, man, and they're liars, man. You know, and they're liars, man. And this guy, he seems to be happy about it. So who knows, man? That spirit. That's not the spirit of an Edomite, man. The spirit of an Edomite would be in complete denial of of this truth coming out, man. You know. But anyway, I'm gonna just get into some scriptures, man. Let the scriptures do the talking, and all willing is edifying, and if we could flow, you know, them those pictures that he's talking about that Putin released, man, not released, but showed on camera, man. They're called the Russian icons, man. And there's plenty of evidence, and there's plenty. They're not the only pictures of Yahushua and the saints, man, and Mary and the likes of, man, and the disciples and all of that. There's plenty of others, man. Excuse me. Well, let's get this first, anyway. Where is it again? It's way down, isn't it? So, this is a time when the sanctuary, the temple's been destroyed, and these heathens are trying to get us to move under them and do their wicked ways, man. Their sinful ways live under them, forsaking the law, forsaking Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and eating swine and all that madness, man. But I'll start 46. It says, it's an Apocrypha, First Maccabees 3:46, and it says, "Wherefore the Israelites assembled themselves together and came to Maspha over against Jerusalem. For in Maspha was the place where they prayed aforetime in Israel. Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their clothes," because there's in mourning, man, for what's happened to them. Now our people aren't in mourning now. The only people that of our people that are in mourning are the prophets, man. Those are the believers, because we know now we've been awoken to the facts and the truth of what has happened to us. Now we've been brought back to the truth, man, of what happened to us and who we are. So once you know and believe the truth, man, it's not pleasurable, man. The only pleasure that we have is knowing that, which is a major pleasure, not to diminish it, is that we're the children of the Most High, and our enemies are going to be destroyed, man, and we're going to have the kingdom and dwell in righteousness, man. Verse 48 says, "And laid open the book of the law, right, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images." Right. So, what has happened? You look at the what's it called? Oh, my brain is gone now. Can you believe it? it will come to me. When they changed basically when they changed the icons, man, and they changed everything, they painted over the pictures and the statues. You know, when they did that, that was when it all started, man. The Renaissance, man. The Renaissance, which basically means rebirth, man. So that's when they started to you know, go over the old images, man, and put themselves up as the saints. Put paint. The crucifying of that was the crucifying of Yahweh Shai, man. Again, you know, when they started to paint him as a so-called Edomite with long hair and blue eyes, man. You know, so that is why, and that was done by the will of the Lord, man. So we would lose our way for a short time, right? But let's get into this quickly, man, because this is what they did. Deuteronomy 28:68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. And the word Egypt is synonymous with bondage, man. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy. So who was that? Who was we sold unto, man? The Edomites, man. That's these so-called white people, man. You know. So it's obvious who is gonna have to pay. And he said, he was talking about, when we find out. Most of us know this already, man. Whether or not the majority of us hearken unto it, which they won't. Most of us know this now, man. It's not a secret anymore. You still got people out there hell bent trying to convince themselves that, Yahushua was olive skinned, man. What does that mean, man? What is olive skinned anyway? When you look at olives, man, as far as I know, there's three main colors of olives. You get green olives, you get like a deep red olive, like almost like it's like a deep red olive, and then you get black olives, man. So yeah, okay, you can say that. You can actually say that he has olives. He's olive skinned, man, but more like the black ones, because it tells you in Revelation, the first chapter, 13th verse on down, man, and we can get that in a bit. That it describes Yahweh Shai, man. All right, so this had to come. This had to come out like that. It was only a matter of time, and how fitting it is that the main antagonist against Babylon, which is Russia, their leader is the one to bring this out. Because Magog, Russia. That's going to be the driving force in the destruction of Babylon, man. Let's read some of this. I don't know how long it's going to go on for, man, but already, it might be a long one. Deuteronomy 30:1, it says, and it shall come to pass when all these things which are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among the nations, whither the Lord thy power, whither the Lord Yahweh thy power hath driven thee, and shalt return unto the Lord Yahweh thy power, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then the Lord Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee. And we're having compassion right now. Why? Because the Lord has revealed the truth again unto us, and now we have the opportunity for salvation, man. When Yahushua returns, we know who we are. We know who our enemies are, and we know the prophecies, man. So we can, the Lord is basically girding us up for what's to come now, man. And it's not for everyone, man. It's for the elect, and also that multitude that's also going to be saved, man. but the majority of our people are going to be destroyed, man. Because you have people, you have a side note, you have people of our nation that will see that, and they're so wrapped up in this world, man, with their what's it called? My mind is not 100% right now. So like, anyway, listen. Basically, what I'm saying is that they're so wrapped up in this world, man. They're so caught up in it that they don't even want, they don't even want to leave it, man. There's a phrase I'm trying to remember, and I can't get it right now. Stockholm syndrome. So what do you have, Shami Shai, for getting my mind right? Stockholm syndrome, man. These jakes out here got Stockholm syndrome, man. They don't want to leave this place. They don't even want to believe that they're, of the Lord, man. I see people laughing at other jakes. I see jakes laughing at other jakes because they claim that they're Israelites, man. Imagine that. Then that's denying Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. I'll read through again. It says that then the Lord Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither the Lord Yahweh thy power hath scattered thee. If any of thine be driven out unto the utmost parts of heaven, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. And the Lord thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good, and multiply thee above thy fathers. And that land right now is being occupied by two sets of heathens, man. And one is of the synagogue of Satan, man. All right? They're like the chief house of the wicked, man. It says, verse 6 says, and the Lord Yahweh thy power will circumcise thy heart, and the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. Because remember, the circumcision of the heart brings about the perfectness in the law when we're in the kingdom, right? So then we won't die, because why? We won't sin. The scriptures tell you that the wages of sin is death. So without sin, we can't die, man. Because we'll be righteous in the Lord, man. Verse 7, and the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord, and do all his commandments which I commanded thee this day. Right? So let's go back to 7. It says, and the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. And this is we're in the beginnings of this anyway, man. These Edomites are going out bad, man. They're the ones that are running around, the majority of them, it's them changing their selves, thinking that they can change themselves from one sex to another, teaching their children. Look, the prime example, you look at Babylon right now. The ruler of Babylon, the face of Babylon as the ruler, is that Joe Biden, man, and he's lost his marbles, man. America is looking like a circus right now to the rest of the world, man. They're going out bad, man. I've got a lot of scriptures. I don't think I'll be able to get them all, but I want to get as much as I can. So I'll be jumping around a bit. What am I doing? I'm in the wrong place. Exodus 21:16 says this, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. And he, yeah, that's it. I'll read that again. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So that's what's going to happen to answer this man's questions. That's what's going to happen to the people of the Lord, man. To the people who um, in, in, put the Lord's people in captivity, man. Enslave them. And not only enslave them, man, because like I always say anyway, you know, here at Great Millstone, as we teach the 100% truth, man. We're not against slavery, man. But these Edomites, man, and these other heathens that did it, you know, they took it too far, man. You know. And let's get one more on that, on the reversal. Let's get one more on the reversal of the situation. No, two more, in fact. Isaiah 14:21 says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts, man. So it ain't looking good for these Edomites, man. Now, I can imagine in their spirit, there's a lot of them out there right now, man, that have seen that video or have seen that footage of Vladimir Putin showing off who the real Israelites are, man, who are the real people of the Lord, man. Because we got to understand, the entire Psalms 83 tells you, man, all the world is against us, man. So imagine what's going to happen, man. You know, when they start to really find out, man, that's when that persecution's going to kick in, man. And remember, what did Apostle Tahar coin this year through the Spirit? The hastening of Jacob's trouble, man. So this is all, this is all in concordance with what's of the Spirit right now, man. Revelation 13:9 says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. Which means for they that can receive it, let them receive it, man. It says, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. It is the patience, you know, the suffering, which that's what that means, and the faith of the saints. Yeah, and you know, we want to remain in this truth to the end. We want our patience to pay off, man. We want to see the fall of our enemy, man. Forgive me if I jump around, but I've noted down quite a few scriptures that I was going to get into. I wasn't planning to get through them all, but you know. That's not what yeah. So like if you hear the dog barking in the background, hopefully it won't interrupt this lesson. Job 20:4 says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. And it's starting to show that now, right? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, Where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. And that's the thing with them as well, man. Because there's a lot of apologists out there, Edomite apologists, man. You know, so-called allies to the so-called Negro race, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But really, it's guilt. It's guilt. They're guilty, man. Right? It's guilty. It's guilt. I'm going to try to not exceed 40 minutes on this, because I think I'm nearly at the half hour mark already. Amos 1:11, it says, Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. So the Lord's just waiting to put his hand on these Edomites, man. All right, for what they've done to his people, man. And I hope they you know, those that are really, I hope there's a lot of them out there that have that spirit of fear in them right now, man. You know, we've been waiting a long time. You know, as a nation, we've been waiting a long time for, you know, that spirit to fall upon them of fear, man, to understand who they've been dealing with. Hosea 1:10 says, Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power. Right? Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. Yeah, man, and that's what's happening right now. The coming together of the tribes, you know, the so-called Mexicans, the so-called Latinos, Seminole Indians, you know, and you know, so-called blacks, man, you know, coming together. You know, this is the temple. The temple's being built before, you know, our very eyes, man. By who? No, but the prophets, man. The men of the Lord teaching this word, man. Bringing out this truth. This is why this is happening. This is a spiritual warfare, man. It's the words of this book, the spirit that it brings is this what is destroying this place, and it's breaking down all the lies of our enemies, man. Let's quickly get this one, man. I don't like to do these videos too long because, you know, as we always say, you know, Jake has a short attention span, man. So I try to keep them within half an hour. But if it, you know, sometimes the spirit is gonna take you where it goes a bit longer than that, man. So I'm gonna try and wrap it up soon. This is Romans 8:16. It says, the Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children and heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. You see that? It's beautiful, man. We're not going to be we're not going to be glorified yet. Right? We're not going to be glorified properly until we're in the kingdom, man. Because we can't be glorified in these carnal vessels, man. We have to have those new bodies, man, with that new mind, that new heart. Second Thessalonians 1:6 says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So yes, they think that we're people that, well, they've done that Stockholm. We got that, like I mentioned, that Stockholm syndrome, man. There is that, but also they've tricked our people into thinking that the only way to be on their level is that we allow them to do what they want to do, but we turn the other cheek and we accept it. We have to be the better. We have to put up with their wickedness, but we have to also be the better people. We can't lower ourselves to what Esau's very smart like that, man. He was, and our people talk like that, man. Listen, we've seen Jakes in court as family members of the prosecution, where someone stood up there like an Edomite or something, and they've killed their family member, and they forgive them, man. That's off. All right, that's off. It's a righteous thing to recompense, man. Oh, and before I forget, just so we have that context, man, of what we're actually talking about. Revelation 1:13, and it says, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, and those candlesticks represent the 7 churches, man. All right. And it says, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and hairs were white like wool, meaning the hair on his head, right, and the hair, his beard, and his mustache, all the hair on his face were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So this is almost cryptic, because how many people that claim to be Christians have read that, not understanding that it's just described the color of Yahweh Shai's feet, man. All right? So we know anyway through the Spirit this is true. We know through what we've read in the scriptures, man, and the prophecies and what's happened and what's to come. We know this to be the truth, man. We are 100% clear of the depiction of Yahweh Shai, that we are Israelites, man. We know this. We were fortunate, or not fortunate, but the Lord has shown us mercy, man, and He's given us this truth, man, and woken us up. Let's stay in Revelation real quick. Revelation 2:9 says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Yeah, and it says, fear none of those things, and this is Yahushua, right? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, meaning Esau, the so-called white man, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. So, and you know, this is what's happening with this is a precursor to this, man. Right? Because what's he say? Revelation 12, man. It says, Revelation 12 and 12, it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, Esau, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that ye have but a short time. And even more so now, man. I'm sure they'll find some way to spin this. You know, and you're not going to see this in mainstream media anyway. This is where this is going to be, this battle of the truth is going to happen on all over social media, man. Because that's where we already see it happening. This is where social media is where these devils, these so-called white people, expose their hatred for us on a daily basis, man. You know. But anyway, you know, I'm gonna close out because this could go on a lot longer. In fact, let me just get something more in the Apocrypha, man, real quick. I could read so much of that, but I'm just gonna get to the point. So this is talking about Babylon, right? Second Ezra 15 and 56, and it says, you know, Babylon, the nation of Edom, Esau, you know, Idumea, whatever you want to call it. Verse 56, second Ezra 15 and 56, it says, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. And you know what? As I've read that, I'm going to have to close out on this. Let's get straight to the point. Obadiah 1 and 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. Right? Let's remember that. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Because them other heathens, man, they like to show their hatred towards us as well. You know, social media is the new battleground now for that. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them, and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. So there you have it, man. You know, Lord willing, I've edified. But to wrap it up, you know, yes, that's what the saints, that's what the Israelites look like. you know, and there's going to be recompense to the people that put them through the ringer, man, through slavery, man. He knew what he was talking about. He knew, man. He knew something more than he was letting on, because he, you know, he was the way he was talking about, you know, when they find out who, you know, who they are, and you know what's going to happen to those that done it to them, and like, yeah, well, this is what we read today is what's going to happen to them, man. Bad times are coming for Esau, man, for what he did. All right. You know, the people of our holy book, our holy Bible, the scriptures, man, are people of different browns, man. You know, black unto the ground. Let's not forget that, man. You know, I could have went into loads of color scriptures, but it's beyond that, man. We already know, man. We already know, right? It's, you know, there's still people out there trying to say, well, you know, they were Jesus. You know, as we know, his name is Yahweh Shai. He was from the Middle East, so he's definitely not white. But they never want to admit that he's as dark as us, man. They can't help but show their disdain towards us, man. If it's anything wicked, yeah, it was them, it was them. But anything good, anything righteous, anything noble, nah, it could never be us. You know. And I'm sure somebody that says the Lord called us a noble vine, man. You know, Deuteronomy 7:6. Read that one. Special people unto the Lord thy power, man. Anyway, that's all I got. All when this is edifying. I'll finish by saying Kah Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakaha Kodash, and Shalom to the next one, man. Shalom.